Hello everybody! Today I'm back for a new topic. But wait, can you guess what topic we are going to be talking about today? Well, as you can see over here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty easy for you to guess. And today's topic is about digestive system. Well, here's a little thing about digestive systems. Some of y'all don't even know that once you eat an apple, orange sandwich, anything pretty much, it will go through something called a digestive system, which has pretty much happened to everyone. It's not just some plain old thing like when you eat a sandwich, nothing really happens, it just goes to your stomach. But no, a whole cycle comes in hand, which is called the digestive system, and this is the topic that I'll be talking about today. So first of all, we eat something, that's what we start with, right? And then the food that we eat has to be broken down with something called saliva. Did you know we produce tons and tons of saliva a day?
Enzymes.
And saliva is with enzymes that help break down the food at once so that you probably won't choke and stuff, you know? Amylase as well. That's in saliva. So yes, those are things that help you break down your food, and you should be pretty grateful for them. Next, they go through the esophagus. Well, the teeth grind the food as well. They help make sure the food is perfectly broken down to make sure you don't choke, because no one just wants to swallow a whole thing, because that probably wouldn't end well, and I repeat, do not recommend trying that. Anyway, let's continue with our journey. Then the bolus, aka the food that you just ate a minute ago or something, goes down the esophagus, which is pretty much big enough to bring down your food all the way to the stomach, but we should make sure to chew everything pretty right so that we can give our esophagus a good break and stuff, okay? So it goes down up to the stomach, where there's acids to help break down the food even more. And the thing is, some foods stay in the stomach even longer than others. So yes, that's probably exactly why sugar doesn't give us energy for too long, except like carbohydrates and fats stay in our stomach longer. That makes us more full, and that's pretty much why our parents always say to eat the healthy food instead of the sweets. So yeah, that's one of them. Hydrochloric acid is in the stomach, which helps, make the food mushy and stuff. Yes, which is pretty interesting to me. Alright, now it goes to the small intestine, where it's gonna travel a long journey. But here's a little fact. Did you know that it takes about 40 hours for the whole cycle to be complete? Yes, that is quite a long time just for a digestive system, to be honest. And here's another fact. Did you know that the large intestine is up to 30 feet long? Did you know that's almost as much as a school bus? So yes, it's pretty much all stuffed up inside your body. And yes, let's go continue. So it goes all down the small intestine, and yes, the small intestine has some parts as well, which I'll be explaining later. So yes, it goes through a very long journey all the way in your coiled up intestine, and it keeps going and going through until it reaches the large intestine, which is a bit wider and a bit bigger and a bit spacious in there. Yes, alright. Now, the bolus, which has pretty much turned quite more into stool, which is poo. So yes, it will go through the large intestine all the way until it reaches the anus. And yes, that's when you poo. Now finally, the 40-hour cycle has been completed. What a journey, alright? So yes, it goes through the anal canal, and that's probably the time when your body signals that you have to go to the bathroom, and yes, you do your business and stuff. Yep, that is a very fun journey, and I hope I explained it in a good way. Next, I'll be explaining this whole chart, alright? So, here's the mouth and the oral cavity right here, and the tongue, of course. It's right there. Always include that. And here are the salivary glands, which are the things that produces saliva and helps you break down your food. So first we have the parotid gland, the sublingual gland, and the submandibular gland. Yep, those are the three glands of the salivary glands that you need to remember. Yep, they're located right here. The parotid gland, the sublingual gland, and the submandibular gland, right there. Next is the pharynx that probably leads all the way through the esophagus, which is that long tube that leads all the way to the stomach. Right here, the pharynx. And this is the esophagus right here, the one I was talking to you about. Alright, now here's the liver as well. I think it produces bile and stuff. Yes, which is pretty important. That's the thing. That's like kind of an acid and stuff. Anyway, we're going to head through the stomach, and that's exactly where the esophagus has led us to. Right over here. This huge thing over here. That's exactly where it is. That's where our food goes through. Over here. Stomach. And here we have the pancreas down here and the gallbladder. It's kind of shaped like a peanut to me, if you ask me. Alright? And here's the spleen. It's kind of over here behind the stomach and stuff. Yeah. So that's where our food goes through. And here's the duodenum. Right over here. Oh, and here are the parts of the small intestine. Here are the parts, exactly what I was talking about before. And first of all is the duodenum over here, jejunum, and ileum right there. Yeah, those are the three parts that we pretty much have to remember, and that's exactly what helps us. Next is the large intestine, that's where the second journey of our food goes through, the second intestine. First of them is the transverse colon right here, descending colon, that means going down, descending over here, right here pretty much, and the ascending colon right here, like going up. Yep, that's pretty fun to know about. Next is the cecum over here, pretty much right there, and the sigmoid colon, which is located right over here, right over here, quite at the end. Yes, exactly near the end. And next is the rectum. That's where our stool, or most of us say poo, goes through after the long journey, right there. And here's the appendix that can sometimes bust. Yes, that can happen, but it pretty much kind of rarely does, so yes. And here is the anus and the anal canal, and that's finally the end of our journey. The 40 hours has finally been done, and the food can finally go in the place where it's supposed to be, the toilet. Alright? So yes, that's the whole journey and the whole explanation of this. So yes, let me go demonstrate what we do for a while. So I have a candy right here. That's what we do first. Chew with our teeth, and there's saliva coming out. Okay? Okay. Okay. Then it goes to the esophagus. After getting breakdown in here for a while, it goes through the esophagus. Then it goes to my stomach to rest, but not for a while because it's a candy, and it's obviously not gonna keep me full for long. So yeah, so this is just a mini demonstration. I'm pretty sure these could help me last longer and stuff. Yeah, this is an apple. Okay, then after the candy goes down, or let's say the bolus, it will finally go to the small intestine, which has three parts, as we can see here. And then it will finally go to the large intestine quite soon later, and then it will finally reach the anus and then the anal canal, and finally I will know when it's time to go to the bathroom. That's it. Yep, I hope you enjoyed my amazing explanation of the digestive system. Bye. Oh wait. Here's one thing. Here's the joke for end of the day. Do you know the secret to a healthy digestive system? It is to take one bite at a time. I hope you got it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh wait, I'm feeling hungry now. Goodbye everyone!